Secretary of Education Phyllis Hudecki announced this week that Governor Mary Fallin's administration is working on hiring a consulting firm to take a hard look at K-12 education. The announcement came at a town hall meeting on the OSU-Tulsa campus where the governor's cabinet discussed jobs and transportation. But the main focus was on education.
In the fields of science and technology, engineering and mathematics, STEM jobs as we like to refer to them, we know that those type of jobs pay more than the normal jobs in our economy. In 2018, those type of jobs are expected to grow at twice the rate of other industries, other type of non-STEM related jobs. We know that's going to require that we have more college degrees, which we have a plan for that. And it's also going to require more career technology certificates to be able to fill those jobs. And so I've asked Secretary McKeever to put together a plan.
Now, first of all, make no mistake, this is not an education plan. It's not a plan for science for the sake of scientists or technology for the sake of technologists. This is purely and simply an economic development plan for the state of Oklahoma. STEM education is indeed the foundation of a well-educated, highly trained, and innovative workforce. And that is what Oklahoma needs. To give you an idea of the difficulty we are facing, the Department of Commerce estimates that almost 7,000, actually 6,900 and something, STEM jobs will be needed per year by the state of Oklahoma for the next 10 years. And to compare that, the state regents for higher education tell me that we produce only just over 4,000 STEM graduates per year. And most of those, perhaps not most, but a good portion of those are foreign nationals. And the immigration visa situation in our nation requires most of them to go home. So there is an enormous mismatch between the number of graduates we are producing and the number of graduates that we need to promote science and technology in our state.
Think of the number of students. There you have about 87% who want to do something. They aspire to do something great with their lives and with their future, and what a great state to have that many students really aspire. But when you look back at the facts and realize that only 25% of them meet the benchmarks in science and only 35% meet it in math, there is a gap between aspirations and reality, and we need to close that gap.
What is your plan for the next year to increase funding into the classrooms, as well as funding those mandates that you've provided but they're not being funded?
I mentioned about some of the funding that we put towards that was taken away, frankly, in the years that we've been through the recession that we had, that we put back into the baseline of the budget, which I appreciate the legislature doing that. And we're certainly, I certainly agree with you that we do have to get that money to the classroom, and we have to make sure it's getting where it needs to be.